Welcome back to the YouTube channel where I'm about to give you the complete roadmap of how you can earn over £50,000 a month as a real estate agent in the UK. So before I start waffling on, let's start with some evidence. So just here, you can see some most recent transactions to one of our agents, Reeses Henry. As you can see, the total value was £56,000, which was split up over 36,800 and 19,200. So just two transactions. So I'm going to basically go over exactly what it takes for you to start seeing numbers like that land in your bank account as a real estate agent. Now, just be mindful that as an industry, real estate has well over a 90% failure rate, which means that it is the foundational structures that carry the top 10% or 5% into the £80,000, £100,000 plus a year mark, but it's the top 1% that are earning over £20,000, £30,000 a month. So that is what we really pride ourselves on in getting people up to speed. So let's start with Reeses Henry. So I'll tell you a bit of his background. Reeses started as a high street agent. So he was working in a very well-known UK company where he was selling mid-level properties, some of them a little bit to the higher end of the market, but was earning a couple of grand a month and really on that hamster wheel of not getting any further, no progression, and really the age-old problem that most high street agents do have. And it's that wall, it's that plateau that people get to, and then it's like, what's the next step? Do you find a new career? Do you go self-employed? What do? Do you start your own business? That requires a lot of funding and a lot of investment. So Reeses Henry made the leap over to Tyron Ash International, where we basically worked with him to formulate a perfect vehicle and structure for him to be really putting himself out there as a luxury real estate agent, having clients come to him, repeat business, huge property sales, and of course, massive money earned. So in that process, Reeses has been through an amazing journey, but it's not all been plain sailing. It's taken a lot of sacrifice. I've watched him work every hour that God sends. I've even watched him part-time work as an Amazon delivery driver in the evenings and some weekends, just so he can pay his bills, support his children, support his wife, while he goes to work to cast his mark as a luxury real estate agent in the West Sussex and East Sussex regions. He's seen massive results, massive results. And what we're seeing now is luxury homeowners in that area refer to him. They're sending their friends, they're sending their family, they're sending their neighbors. He's having open houses with 30, 40 buyers turning up, all offering their houses to list with him because he's built such a great reputation in the area, following the structure that we teach. And of course, with his hard work, determination, and drive, he is now hitting results that potentially he probably only dreamed of one day. So I'm going to break down some of the factors as to how you, as a real estate agent, can hit these levels. I'm going to go through today what is the structure. So with structure, you've got to be disciplined. And it all starts with a foundation of hard work. What you'll realize very quickly is most people today, they don't want to put in the hard work when it comes to real estate. We're in a society of automation. We're in likes, comments, quick clicks, quick fix, and really short-lived gratification instead of the long road, the marathon. And real estate, unfortunately, whether you like it or not, is a marathon. So when you're talking about doing this marathon, you can't run the marathon unless you've got the right shoes on your feet and you've got the right equipment and you've done the right training. And this is where we step in. So when you are going to be a luxury agent that's earning £56,000 in a month, you better make sure that your foundations are solid and you better make sure that you're ready to work fucking hard. So it all starts with your structure. Your structure has to be absolutely bang on. When you get up early in the morning, you don't get up at 9, 10 a.m. You get up at 6, 7 a.m. latest. You get your ass in the gym and you get to work. You get your blood pumping, you get some exercise done, whether it's weights, whether it's running, whether it's a bit of both, whatever it is that floats your boat, get moving. Make sure that you're listening to podcasts, you're listening to real estate training, you're really clearing your mind and absorbing useful information to learn, to self-develop. You need to do this first thing in the morning when your brain's fresh. Then you need to structure your day the following way. You structure it this way even if you're earning £1 million a year. The first 2 hours of your day, after you've done your morning meetings and all that sort of stuff, is prospecting. You must always be looking for your next wave of business coming in. That means that you do all of your follow-up calls, all of your outbound prospecting calls, and all of your follow-ups from previous MAs, previous meetings, referrals you're chasing, anything that can lead to a new property being listed. That is what Reese has become a real expert at. He doesn't let anything slip through the net, and he makes sure that the vendors who he's in touch with, even if he hasn't listed them, are hearing from him regularly, getting updates on what he's doing in the market, stuff he's recently sold, and of course, properties that have been listed nearby that they could even potentially buy or have people that are interested to buy as well. It's all a networking game in an area where you need to network with people in order to be the trusted agent that they go to. The second thing is you need to door knock. In the UK, it is the most feared subject when it comes to prospecting. Everyone doesn't mind doing a few phone calls here, a few social media messages there, but how many are actually going to a £2-3 million house, knocking on the door and introducing yourself as the luxury agent, the expert that can actually help them sell their home? If you're knocking on the door and saying, "Can I list your house? Can I have your house to sell?" you might get 1 in 1,000 that actually come good. But if you actually position yourself as the local expert and you are passing through and let them know that you're on the way to another meeting and you have listed or sold X amount in the area, the international real estate company that you work for has had record sales months, and we specialize in selling luxury homes just like yourself. In addition, we noticed that you've been on the market for 6 months, and how's that been going? Get the conversation going with the owner. All this stuff that we really drill down and knuckle down with at Tyron Ash International is where your dialogues, your objection handling, and really your relationship building comes from when you're actually meeting potential sellers to sell their homes. Most people will not do it. Reese Henry knocks 100 doors every single month as an absolute minimum. That's 25 conversations with sellers on the door every single week. Even though he's hitting absolutely massive numbers, this appointment of 2 hours of prospecting every single day is in his diary. The 2 hours of telephone calls, following up, following your previous meetings, calling potential vendors is in his diary every single day. So before you know it, you've got 4 hours of prospecting, phone call, door knocking. You've got your gym session, your self-development where you're listening to podcasts, you're listening to real estate videos, you're really honing your skills and listening to experts within the industry. And then you've got the social media side. Social media is an absolute non-negotiable for real estate agents in today's market. You might think that social media is just about going viral, trying to get a video that gets 100,000 views. It's absolutely not. Social media is a different animal now. The audiences are far more dialed in. 1,000 views now might be 1,000 concentrated views. This might be people who are in the local area where you're posting these videos, you're posting these posts, you're talking to your audience through your stories. These might be homeowners that live a few streets away from the open house that they've just visited. They might have just got your business card or a note through the door and they want to check you out on social media. You must pass the digital interview. This means producing content every single day. So when people land on your profile, they don't just see "just joined this company, new real estate photo," and nothing posted for 6 months. They actually see you're giving market updates. You're giving your views on the local area. You're giving social proof on people you've helped list and sell. You're showing them you're active with meetings and new properties coming to market. You're showing them the properties you've sold. You're giving them examples, live feeds, updates of what's going on in your open houses. What's the market like? How many deals have we been doing as a company? All these different things that really give people a window into how active you are as an agent. Because funny enough, when a potential seller lands on your profile, They want to see a busy fucking person. They want to see someone who is 100 miles an hour, who's got deals coming here, there, and everywhere, who's out and about meeting with clients, new properties coming to market, sales being agreed, open houses rammed full of buyers, market knowledge, content going out every day, story updates on every single platform. Because what will happen as you do this is you will become an attraction agent. The goal is that you effectively maneuver from being an outbound agent when you start, a cold start, you have nothing to your name or barely anything. And as you get better and better, your reputation grows. Clients become more acquainted with you. They refer you to different people. They really engage with everything that you're doing. You'll walk down the shops in the local area and you'll recognize people. You'll go to the cafes and they know you. You'll speak to a neighbor and they're aware you've sold a house on their street. The sold boards go up. The videos go out. The content goes out. The open houses ram the street full of buyers and cars. All of this stuff chips away at you becoming the go-to person in your area. And that is how you attract listings, attract buyers, and get stuff sold with ease. The other thing is the self-development. Self-development must be integrated into your diary 2 to 3 times a week. These are dialed in sessions. Now, luckily at our business in Tyron Ash International, we produce masterclass sessions, which are intense 45-minute sessions 2 to 3 times a week, where we will take you through each fundamental of being a luxury real estate agent and graduating through to $1 million agent status. This means we will help you nail prospecting, we'll help you nail objection handling, we'll help you carry out the perfect market appraisal, hold your fees at 2.5%, get upfront marketing from sellers so you can really smash the marketing out and make sure that there's so many buyers coming to the property, right through to your negotiation skills, handling buyers, handling sellers, working offers up, and of course getting the deals done so you actually get paid, the sellers and the buyers get moved, and everyone's happy. And as the results come in, repeat business comes to you. So before we leave you with anything else, I'm just going to put a short message up from Reese just to really talk about a bit about his experience, his journey, and of course what that could mean to you.
So the reason I've become successful in luxury real estate is because I've learned to become systematic, set targets, and I don't deviate from the goals that I've set. I started off as a 9 to 5 high street estate agent, working a double and earning minimal money. Whereas working at Tyron Ash International, I've learned to implement the training, become a much better negotiator, objection handler, and there's no ceiling on my earning potential.
So an amazing journey from Reese Henry there, and he really is a superstar agent, not just in Tyron Ash International, but he's really cast his mark within the industry. So the reason we're showing you this is because this is a guy who was just a normal guy, a guy who was ambitious, driven, and wanted the right structure and the roadmap for becoming wealthy within the industry and being that go-to person that everyone wants to list and sell with. He followed the structure, implemented the training, worked fucking hard, mastered his skills, built the connections, knocked the doors, made the phone calls, implemented and maintained the structure, and did nothing else until the results started coming in. And just to finalize on that, make sure that you're avoiding all distractions. Make sure that there is nothing coming in the way of your end goal. Make sure that if you have children, you're creating enough time to do the job, whether it means a partner looks after them while you go to work, whether it means you hire a nanny, whatever it requires for you to really double down and focus on this, it has to happen. Otherwise, it won't work. Make sure that you're not in the pub 5 times a week. Make sure that you don't need to go to every social occasion. Make sure that you're not waking up every single Monday morning with a stonking great big hangover from the weekend. Make sure that you have clarity, drive, you take pride in your appearance, and you follow a structure that is absolutely militant and regimented, and you do not deviate from that structure until money starts landing in your bank. And even then, you'll realize the structure is successful and you'll never want to deviate from it. So thanks for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed a bit about Reese Henry's journey and the amazing money that he's hitting as a real estate agent at Tyron Ash International. And if you'd like to learn a bit more, please obviously click like and subscribe. Send us a DM, send us a message on the Tyron Ash International page, And if you want to further your career in real estate, our recruitment team is waiting to hear from you.